All right, welcome back to the second part of our video where we'll be talking about drinks, les poissons, les poissons. Always take note that when we have two S, it sounds as not Z. Okay, so it's les poissons, poisson. You are saying poison, you are saying something else, which I don't know. For poisson, and when I know it, I told you, okay, you're saying poison, if you say poison. But for poisson, if you say poison, I don't know what you're saying. You're the only one that knows. Alright, so we have different poisson, but we're just taking few of them. And the very first one is water. Water is l'eau, l'eau. It starts with L apostrophe, then E. So we have l'eau, l'eau. Then we have coffee, which is le café. Tea, which is le thé. Well, it's looking as if all drinks are masculine. Alright, so we have milk, which is le lait, le lait. Then we have juice, which is le jus. We have wine, which is le vin. So you want to say red wine to be le vin de vin, le vin de rouge. Then we have bière, which is la bière. Why is bière feminine? Well, I don't know. But we have soda, which is lo soda. So we have many words like that are actually cognates, like they have similar words as French. For instance, soda is soda. The only thing you have to do is to change the D to lo. Then beer is a near cognate. We say bière. Then juice is juice. Then coffee, café, water, le, tea, thé, milk, lait. So this is quite simple, and I believe it's something you can get very quick. So let's just go ahead with the third part, which is what we will talk about: adjective articles. So all these words that you've learned so far, you cannot use them individually. You need to make use of some articles like some or any while making use of them in a sentence. And you already know how to construct your sentences, but how do you put these articles together? What article are you even expected to make use of? So that's what we want to take now. It's very important for you while talking about food and drinks and other things that can't be counted easily, or when you're referring to something that do not have like a specific quantity. It's very important for you to make use of some or any, and that's what we want to do. So let's go ahead with the first one. You already know that our articles comes in masculine and feminine, singular and plural. So just take note of that. This is not something that is new. It's something you've learnt already, probably in lesson 1 or 2. So this is more like a revision. Okay, so we have the masculine singular of the word some as do. Do. So when do you use do? You use do when the noun you want to use is masculine and it's singular. So you can say je mange du pain. Je mange du pain means I eat some bread. Il boit du café. He drinks some coffee. Then we have dola. Dola is feminine singular. So you use this when your noun is a feminine singular noun. So par exemple, you say elle mange de la salade. Elle mange de la salade. Nous buvons de la bière. Nous buvons de la bière. Then we have de with L apostrophe. So it's like the. So that one is before a singular noun, either masculine or feminine. But those now we have to start with a vowel or a silent H. So we have to boire de l'eau, ou bien tu dire nous mangeons de l'orange. To boire de l'eau, nous mangeons de l'orange. So to boire de l'eau means you drink some water. Then nous mangeons de l'orange means we eat some orange. Then the last one is there, which is plural for both gender, either masculine or feminine. Either it comes before a noun or whatever it is. So you say il mange des frites. Il mange des frites. That means they eat some fries. Elle a des amis. She has some friends. So whenever you want to use the word some and the noun is plural, just go ahead and use the word they. They. Okay. So remember the contraction. Do plus lo is do. Do plus la remains do la. Do with L apostrophe is do l. Then do with les is there. There. So just make sure you put the contraction in mind and you won't have anything to bother with. So we have the negation with partitive articles. So this is super important because when you are making a sentence with partitive articles, you change the so for the negative, you need to change the or you need to change it to the or the apostrophe in negative sentence. So that means either it is do, either it is dollar, either it is do, L apostrophe, either it is there. You have to change all of them to do or do with an article when you are using them in negative form. For instance, we have j'ai du pain. J'ai du pain means I have some bread. I don't have any bread. Now, if you want to use it in the negative form, you say je n'aime pas de pain. I do not have any bread. So that means you not say je n'aime pas du pain. You say je n'aime pas de pain. So that means instead of using the do, that do we change to do. Elle mange de la viande. It will turn to elle ne mange pas de viande. It won't be elle ne mange pas de la viande. Alright, just take note of that. It's very simple. Just know that you will not have to bother with do, dollar, de. No, you won't bother with that. All you have to do is just to change them to do and deal with an apostrophe. So we have j'ai du pain, je n'ai pas de pain. Elle mange de la viande, elle ne mange pas de viande. Nous buvons de l'eau, nous ne buvons pas d'eau. Il mange des frites, il ne mange pas d'eau frites. So just know that once it is negative, you just make use of do. That is quite interesting. Alright, so let's put everything together: eating, drinking. So now you can now make use of your manger and boire to say to eat and to drink, right? They are irregular verbs. So you need to, I believe you, manger is regular, boire is irregular verb. You already know this. So you should be able to conjugate it perfectly. So je mange du pain means I eat some bread. Elle boit de l'eau means she drinks some water. Nous mangeons du pain means we eat some apples. And nous ne mangez pas de viande means you don't eat any meat. So practice creating your own sentences using food and drinks. Food you love, drinks you love, of course. Just make use of those vocabularies. If you do not have them in what I've given to you so far, you can check them online so that you make use of them in a sentence and you will be able to tell people what you love, what are your favorites. Then you can also practice using them while ordering for them. Like you want to order for food, how do you order for food? You want to order for a drink, how do you order for a drink? Alright, that would be very interesting if you do that. So make sure you do that. Alright, so let's just wrap things up. What are key takeaways from this particular lesson? We've learned gender with each new food and drinks now. We've learned how to make use of do, la, do, L apostrophe there to say some or any. And we've also learned how to make use of all these things in negative forms. And we already know that all partitive articles changes to the or the apostrophe whenever we're making use of them in the negative form. So keep practicing and talking about your meals, what you like to eat, what you like to drink, and what you don't like to eat and drink. Remember, you can use the word préférer, the verb préférer, that is to prefer, and you can also use the verb aimer, which is to like, or détester, which is to hate. when you are telling us about your favorite. All right, that is absolutely amazing. Thank you. Au revoir. À bientôt.